Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Rita Igid and welcome to the Influential Creatrix. And today I have a very special guest. So I don't know, Grace, if you want to present yourself, if you can tell us who you are, where are you talking from, where are you born, all that stories, and introduce you to the beautiful conversation that we are going to have.
Well, thank you, first of all, Rita, for having me here in your wonderful platform.
Thank
And
you.
yes, I'm Grace Cosmo. I'm from Vancouver Island here in Canada. Originally, I'm from Philippines and I've lived in 5 different countries. And yeah, 12 years in Africa. And
What part of Africa? Because I was born in Lisbon, but I grew up in Africa.
oh, Zambia, Africa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I grew up there.
I grew up in Saint May Príncipe. Then is a tiny island in the equator in front of on the Atlantic Sea. And it's the
Oh,
ex-colony of Portugal is in front of Gabon.
oh,
And I grew up there. So we have that in common.
oh yes, this is exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so from there, and I met my husband at the time there, and and then we started traveling the world with him, with his business. I used to homeschool my 4 children, and they're
Mhm.
now teenagers, and we were traveling and live in different parts of the world, like the Caribbean, the Saint Kitts Island, and Dominican Republic, and we were doing humanitarian work as a philanthropist there at the, just supporting the terminal AIDS patients and cancer patients, and giving them some free medical supply, and feeding program as well, feeding them. And yeah, I raised money for that through my artwork, and 100 of proceeds goes to the program. And here I am back in Canada, and 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 I enjoy living here too. I adjusted here, the culture here as well, and I've learned a lot. There's really no favorite homes once you have lived in different parts of the world, and you know that as well.
Yes,
And
yes,
you
yes.
know,
I
yeah.
have been living, I lived in, I don't know how many countries at this moment. I will say, so I live in Saint May, I live in Madrid in Spain, I lived
Oh,
in
nice.
Amsterdam, I lived in UK, in Manchester, I lived in California, I lived in, oh my God,
It's so
Mexico
many.
now. I'm in
Yeah.
Mexico now. I live in Torino in Italy, so it's quite broad and
And
intense.
it's so wonderful, isn't it, that the more you live in different places, and not just 1 month, 2 months, but actually make it a year, just to get to know a different perspective, and it makes you like really grow up so fast, and just it's just a wonderful really experience, and actually it gains me more clarity and respect on for
We
other
become more
people.
flexible.
Yes, flexibility. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because what we have for sure in I didn't know this is for sure like this. And you go to another culture and it's not like that. They see it in a
Yes, it's
different
a
perspective.
different normal and learning the normal.
I always remember one trip that I was doing with my ex-husband, and it was a trip by car when in Austria we didn't need to cross a road, and the road did not look like a normal highway road. It looked like a
Yeah.
very broken one. And he could not manage the idea, and that was the way of the path, because in Holland everything is so perfect. And we lost, and I'm not joking, we lost 4 hours in our trip because he was trying to convince me then was not the issue. Yeah, Grace, give me a second. I need to stop our recording 1 second.
Yeah.
We had a small stop because I was out of battery, sorry. But I was saying to him, I was saying to you, like he became so, no, it's not possible. He had no flexibility. And when you when you live in Africa, oh,
Hmm.
that brings another piece of cake.
I'm glad I
For
met
cake.
you. We can talk more about that African experience. Do you miss it yourself, if I may
Oh,
ask?
I found out then I deeply miss it. but I was not aware how much I miss it. And I just became clear for me how much I missed it when I came to Mexico for seeing the possibility of moving here with the family. I have a big family as well, that is not with me at this moment. And I arrived here and I arrived home. So because of the position on the planet where I am and where my country in Africa is so much nearby, then we have the same trees, the same weather, the same fruits, the same tastes, the same, same, even the same like sweet thing that I used to eat when I was a child. Then is cooked fried coconut with sugar, what is like a bombard of. They have it here, and the doors close on the opposite side. So instead, when you think you are closing a door, you are opening. They have mosquitoes. They have all the things. Then they have these intense rains.
It's like buckets of rain.
Yeah, and the other day I was biking with my boyfriend, and we are enjoying the rain, and to be wet, but it's not cold. It's
you can actually enjoy it and drink it.
I was not aware. In special, I will say to you, and I don't want to make this podcast just about me, but
no, it is good back and forth flow. Yeah, it's conversation.
It's just you can be happy with small things in life.
Yes,
and that is something you learn when you grow up in a place where you don't have the same amount of opportunities.
Yeah,
like
simplicity,
being happy. Like, Grace, I'm super happy to be here talking with you about Africa. I'm super happy because I know these people are listening to us and they're expanding their ideas. Maybe they are going to move to Africa, so they understand a little bit. Yes. So I love to be Mexican. I was not, to answer you, I was not aware how much I missed until I was here.
Yeah.
But it's not for everyone, right?
No, it's not for everyone. Well, it's also nice to have a different environment, as because life is too short to stay in one place. I remember living in Africa, like, when am I gonna get out of here? Stuff like that.
Me too. Let's not skip that. Like, me too. I had the same issue. But today I know then certain things than you have on the hot countries. There is a certain laziness, like we become more relaxed, more chill, more into the green, whatever green is, and just enjoying the I think we should do an ode of green, because we love money, or a majority of people want money, even if they don't love it. And you have a lot of greens. You have nature. To be in contact with nature is a blast that we don't have on the big cities anymore.
Yeah. And yes, and we need variety in our life, like we need different kinds of people we can learn from, and we can eliminate those we don't have the same
power of choice.
But we can learn from them too. That's
we can learn. I'm with you. You can learn with everyone.
Yeah.
So you lived in all these countries, and how you became a mentor, a coach? What was your why?
My biggest why was I was so done with suffering. Like
hallelujah, sister.
Yeah. I was just hungry for our layers and layers and layers of truth consciousness, of abundance, and I want to experience them, each of them, in my whole life, while I'm still young, or as I grow, just different things, and break the mold of social conditioning as much as I can, and it's hard when you break the social conditioning of maybe extreme religion, or extreme what the society wants you to smell and look like, and whatever, and just whatever social conditioning that's ingrained with us since we were little kids. So so I just studied that, and I studied, so my background is in psychology. psychology as well.
Oh,
And
nice.
I also took a certification on life coaching, but we mainly focus on the study of energy in our emotions and how to, and that's why I became a certified transformational lifestyle coach. And I specialize on emotional intelligence and adaptability intelligence with resilience. And I added on that the quantum consciousness, which is the
Wow,
layer.
what a package.
Yeah, it's a whole package, layers and layers of truth consciousness that never ends, of us learning about it, and as much as we can, as long as we live here on earth, because earth is a school of life. So I do help mainly working parents or single people, like trying to figure out their life and their strength, their values, their purpose. And I am there to give them the roadmap to tap into their hidden gifts and find out their essence, who they are becoming when they start discovering their roadmap and their patterns. At the same time, find their I am in those experiences. So yeah, and yeah, so I'm currently co-authoring other books as well with
Wow.
other people, and I guess what that means. And also I have written 3 books on my own. I have book my first 2 book I published in 2019, just before COVID hit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then my third book was my memoir. Well, during COVID, when I put my life coaching on hold because I was figuring out what's going on in the world. People are scared to see each other. Then, yeah, so that's when I start questioning deeper and deeper of my I am. So I start writing about the code of the I am.
Oh,
The experiences I have been, and as a child, as a young woman, and then a wife, a mother, and not a grandma yet. So yeah, so just finding the essence of my I am, and through my stories in that memoir, I hope that my readers find themselves, because it's not about just me. I was just giving my example of my life and how I applied finding my I am without losing myself in discovering this different consciousness of truth from people's experiences, whether they're even questioning who they truly are, because that's the hardest question. Do people even ask, who am I? Because that's a hard
oh
question,
my
right?
God, that is the question where I am at. So
Yeah.
I became I have been doing lots of things in my life. Then it's not important now. The importance was I was a DJ for since 2008, and when COVID hit, I lost all than I had because we could not perform. So
Oh,
I was already helping artists to grow online, grow their social media, grow their followers, getting more gigs, but I was doing that undercover. And then I found
oh,
passion. And in February last year, and in 5 months, I did $85,000.
oh,
But
nice.
I burned myself out. I was struggling with anxiety, depression, and I came to Mexico to evaluate the possibility of bringing my family here. And I realized my family did deserve me in a better shape mentally.
Yeah, yeah.
And I decided to stay here, what is a very tricky decision for a mom to do. And in special when my other kids are teenagers, but I have a daughter with 7 years. So it's a really tricky one. She have amazing father, but is a really tricky one. And I am on that point. What the hell I am? Because I was a mom for 21 years. I was mom with 19. So who am I? Like I always tell the story. Then I went to Walmart and I start crying because I did not know
Oh,
what to buy for myself.
wow.
Yeah. So I think we are all, and I'm listening to you speaking about quantum and speaking about finding yourself and being done with the patriarchal and all the and who the hell we are. And
Yeah,
we have this gift inside of us. I
yeah,
feel that women are waking, and that is the
yeah.
reason why I just work with women, or I almost just work with women, is then it's time, sisters, for us to put our shit together
Amen. There.
and,
Yeah.
and come in, because my job is amplifying your gifts. It's what I do. I help people with their launches. I help people with their social media, help people to finding their message, their story, to tell and grab other people. That is my main focus. But I am as well on the journey. Who am I?
Yeah, you should read my book.
Yeah, I need to read your book. I need to read your book. And it's beautiful. And you, how do you call your people, or with what people do you work more normally?
The beginning of my career, I was just, accepting anyone. Then I found out later in life,
Everyone
you can't just save everybody. You have to know who you are really serving, and who are those people who are hungry for growth. Because not everybody is hungry for growth. They're comfortable with suffering, right?
Oh, you are going to have people pay you a huge amount of money and never come to your classes.
Yeah, you experienced that.
I did.
Yeah.
I had these sessions of 1,000 euros invest, and he never came.
Wow. Wow.
For me, it was so offensive. I was so offended.
Oh yeah,
Offended because I give a guarantee to my clients. Then normally I have package of 3 months of work, and I guarantee my clients, then they reach out the amount of money we decide, then is always higher than my coaching service. But they need to be present, so we need to interact.
Well, they don't understand the value of growth then, and
or they want
give money, but if they actually serious about their growth, they would show up. Yes. And those are the people I actually just say yes to. I have to do an interview with them first before I even accept them, because I don't really care who they are, as long as once I have that interview of 20 minutes free session with them, then I will know.
Oh yeah, you will know for sure if you can work with them or not. It's a certain, I work with women 30 plus. I work with women with a gift, healers, coach, business people who have a gift. They know they are good. They need to know that, because I cannot make them know that. So they know they are good. They want to go to the next level. And I am there to help them amplify. And then we can go together and we go to the fight, and I hold them by the hand, and we go and we do it.
Yeah.
But it needs to ring a bell. Yeah. I know, for example, I could work with you, but I have people that I cannot work. It's not possible. It's not going. People who are unsure on their process, what they want to teach, and if they are good or not, or they are not ready for me, because I'm an amplifier. I can just amplify what sounds real to you. So it's really a point then I always take on equation. So since when are you coaching?
Well, to answer first question you asked about working with. Like I said before, it was mainly working parents and single parents. I chunk it down to that, because those are the people who are so busy, but they really, like, the business, is that actually meaningful? Does it make them feel alive? Does it have a purpose? Or are just busy because the social conditioning says this and that? Although on the logistics side, those are important, but we need to actually start adding the other side of the pendulum, which is the purpose, strength, and values, and having the compelling, meaningful future while you're actually being busy, raising kids, you're on your own. I know, because I'm a single mom too, and recently, like, just learning all those things in my previous life about raising kids is hard. It's hard. I used to homeschool my kids. I know that, and that's hard too. Right? So really hard.
And you never know, like, you never know what you are doing. If I don't know how old you are when we had kids, but I was 19. I had no clue.
Oh, wow, you were young.
I had no clue what I was doing.
I was 23.
Yeah, when I was 23, I had 3 kids already. And it's a big difference. It's it's very intense. You don't know what you're doing, and society requests a lot of you and judge you a lot. And I had the singular situation of being kind of famous in Portugal on that time. So because I was so young and I was always about
and you're hot
parent.
too.
Yeah, and my parents, thank you. I said, yeah, but I was not processing. Yeah, I'm hot too. But it was really tough for me because I have no mom, and my mom died very early in my life. So when that pieces are missing, is really tricky for us. Yeah. But what do you coach? We keep coming to me. What do you coach single parents and parents with?
Giving them clarity mainly of who their essence is, because once they know who their essence is, which is their I am, then they have learned, then they will start learning to trust themselves, because trust is the biggest word before gaining the confidence. You can read all the confidence help book out there, but without learning how to trust yourself, make even bigger decisions in life, how are you going to have clarity? So learning to trust for the process of who you are, like shedding off what's not working, shedding off the limiting beliefs, shedding off who's in control of your decision. Is it the religion? Is it the social conditioning? Or are you capable enough to actually make your own decision without all this social conditioning? Let's say there was no social conditioning. Who are you?
Yeah.
What do you want? And those are the three words that four words that I always get from the universe or God or angels. What do you want in your life? And I learned that, and through experience, like I'm similar to yours. Like I have to learn to be my own mom, and in my marriage, I have to learn how to be my own a man and a husband to myself, and a mother at the same time, and a wife, to the point, where is the woman in me?
Oh, right? Yeah.
So like I put her on hold, but at the same time I felt like that's not fair. Where is the woman in me? It's like I have to be all this responsible, but although those responsibilities as a mother, wife, learning how to be my own husband, because my husband wasn't always home. He's a good provider, a great man, but you need that close relationship is starting to fade away in my previous marriage. But yeah, and then I started learning to question my I am during those 20 years of my marriage, and living the different parts of the world while raising kids, and then writing your own journal and turn them into a book, and then started questioning my life. What is my purpose? What am I here for? How am I going to shake the world, with my I am essence, right? So it took me at least more than 10 years to put this book together. It was that thick manuscript, then I shrink it down to here. So that is, and my challenge about writing my memoir was writing it in a universal language, because I have learned different kinds of belief system out there, and I used to belong into those different systems, like, name the religion or whatnot. And then I just had to be also more aware of how people think. And then I use my psychology in training, like how to use a universal language to put it. Even though my second language is English, I just didn't care anymore.
What is your first language?
Pardon me?
What is your first language?
Tagalog. That's in the Philippines. Then I learned.
Oh, I knew you are Philippine. Philippine people are the most beautiful souls I ever met in my life. And I used to play a lot in Manila as a DJ. And
you a DJ? How cool.
Yes, I was saying to you. So I was a DJ since 2008, and I used to tour the world. And when COVID hit, I lost everything. And Manila have the best memories in my life forever. Philippine people from all that I know, and maybe it's another ones, but all countries that I visit in my life, the place where I felt more welcome in my existence was on Philippines. You guys And then you have this mix of Spanish influence as well.
Yes.
And it's like such a bubble, beautiful, good feeling. It's insane.
Well, I found out that my ancestor in the 17th century were a mix as well, like from originally from Arabia. So I have some Arab in me. That's why I get angry sometimes. And then Moroccan, a little bit of African in me, and then they're actually aristocrat warriors, and then they conquer lands and build communities and schools. They went to Spain, and then the Spaniards. So I'm partly mainly Spaniards myself. Then they conquered land in the Philippines and married some Chinese in there. So I have a little Chinese in me.
Wow.
Yeah, so they conquered land. So if you go to Spain, there's actually my ancestors' last name still has a name, a community road name there. It's called Alfafara.
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 Al is a very Muslim Arabic. So Spain and Portugal are all occupied, or parts occupied by Arabian country, tribes, and was Portuguese kings. Then it start fighting and winning. So all the words that you have in Spain and in Portugal start by Al, comes from Muslim culture. So
there you go.
Not necessarily Muslim, but Arabic culture. So it's super interesting. Oh my God. And okay, so what offers do you have? What journey can you offer to your people at this moment, or what are you working around?
Well, what I'm working on is like really wanna help women, because I'm making a digital online course so that I can be reached out globally and not just within my local community here. So currently working on that, and once that is all done, and maybe before it's even done, I'm gonna announce it to my Facebook page on Grace Through Journey. You can follow me there on Instagram and Facebook page, and and TikTok. I just learned TikTok because I don't know about TikTok much. Yeah, so I'm offering those services of helping, like I said, single parents and working parents to learn to reach out for help. Like,
what is their problems? What are the problems they are having, the issues, the challenge they are having when they come to you?
Great question. So the problems is like, the main problem is finding the clarity where they are at is are they really feeling okay? Like, am I doing this? As a mom, like, where like they're finding their I am mainly, and then how to control their, not more like how to learn how to master their emotions is what the problem is just finding the clarity of that, and not to put not to like okay, the word just came out of my mind. This is one thing about second language. It's just
I know.
I have to couple it and translate it. Yeah. So anyway, it's more like if you, especially when someone's having the depression or going through depression or uncertainties in their life, more like it. That's the main problem. And then they're just going wishy-washy here, bouncing here and there, doing many things, and then end up having too many things to do and not having the clarity of what they really want in life, and not to please people, and especially I work mainly on what I found is like people are having a hard time to set healthy boundaries with their families and friends, especially when they're starting to have working on their life, and I went through that myself. And so setting healthy boundaries also on themselves is because the reason why I said that, because we are so good as humans self-sabotaging ourselves, and that's also the other problem that I am helping them to get to know the patterns of why those things happen, and what are we gonna do, where are you at in life, and start discovering their patterns in life. And what is the pattern is to know their true hidden gifts, and to tap into that is aligning themselves into their values, strengths, and purpose. I don't know if I really helped
Yes.
answer your
Yes,
questions.
you did. You did answer the question. I have a weird question for you. Do you believe in magic?
Yes, I do. I have experienced a little bit of both here and there in my life. That's what made me write the code of the I Am memoir.
Very nice, because I have been hiding my
Don't hide.
psychic powers and downloads, and I have been embracing them quite some time, and now I talk about them in a clear way. I always say I coach my people based on my downloads of information and energy that I bring in. And I have just a download and I want to do a game with you. I don't know if you want to play.
Oh yes. You know what? You should write all those down because.
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm obsessed. Like the best thing you can give to me is a course or a book, a notebook with a pen.
Okay, just a second. I'm gonna run and get my book.
Please.
Just wait.
Yeah, I will. I don't go anywhere.
Okay, I'm back. Let's being real here.
Okay, show me.
So this is the book. All right.
Okay. The
Yeah,
code of
it's in my, I know it's in my pen name, but I don't care anymore. I am gonna reveal who that. So yeah, and this is my first two books. Dare to Dream and Own It. Continuation. These are the workbooks which I'm gonna also include in my online course. And this is the second one, volume 2. Empower yourself to live your life and others. I don't know if it's up inside. Is it backwards?
Yeah. No, it's okay. We can see.
Okay. Yeah. So in speaking of magic, I wrote in one of my chapter here about believe in magic, because I do have my own. I just started discovering about my guardian angel, and the moment I was so desperate and hungry for, like I said, I was hungry for growth, and I had enough of suffering after suffering after suffering. Well, I grew up poor in the Philippines, and then in Africa, we keep hitting rock bottom with my mom and dad, and the things that, when we were growing up there, it was tough. And then here in Canada, I almost lost my ex to his plane crash accident and car crash accident. In between that, we lost our son to suicide, my firstborn child. Yeah, so going through all this pain and stuff like that, and what gave me the fuel to actually make it happen, to write my memoir book, is like, what, I'm not gonna be afraid to share what my downloads are, stuff like that. I'm gonna share it with you, because part of me is just crying to reveal it out there, and I didn't care what the social conditioning people who,
that is so beautiful. Then we arrive to a moment. I think it's the age as well. I don't know how old are you. I'm 41.
I'm 42.
Okay, so we are we are the same. So I think we arrive to a moment then we don't care anymore.
Yes.
We don't care anymore. Guys, sorry, we are done. This is our moment now. And we are here, and we are going to enjoy, and we are going to laugh, and we are going to cry, and we are going to shout, and we are going to allow ourselves to be whatever we want.
Exactly. Man, it's like I always tell those people, like, you know what, I love you, but I gotta go. I can't stay here. See ya, but if you want to come along, enjoy the view with me in different layers of, how you grow, like, I will be there to help you only if you're willing, but I'm not gonna force anyone, not willing to grow. And yeah.
Okay, let's play a game. So this is the first time that I do this. I just download to do the. Okay, I will say a word, and you will say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh wow, this is challenging. Okay, I'll do
Yeah,
my
okay.
best.
So
I hope I won't start swearing.
let's do it. Okay, so like few of them, not like purple.
Okay, purple flower.
Oh, okay. Planet.
What did you say?
Planet Earth.
Mars.
Mars. Venus.
That's the first thing came to.
Yeah, but Venus is the first thing. Mars. Okay. Let me say sea.
Sea, like the ocean.
Sea, the ocean. Yes.
Oh, Pacific.
Oh, nice. Beach.
Mediterranean Pacific.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's
Pizza.
That's a sea.
Pizza.
Tropical Hawaiian.
Oh, with pineapple.
Yeah, anything tropical, man.
Italian people will say this is not a pizza. Pizza
Yes.
has no pineapple.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Juice.
Healthy.
Diet.
Oh, green.
Orange.
Okay. Salad.
Okay. Well, salad. It's what food eats.
Okay. Energy.
Love.
Goddess.
Me.
Not God, goddess. Me. High five, high five, high five.
There you go.
There we go. Power.
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 Okay. Power. Oh, that's a hard one. Woman. There you go.
Woman. First thing who came to me was man when I say it. And then I realized, oh, F. Have a lot of shit, then you need, oh, sorry, done already. You have a lot of things to work, girl, still. So, okay, I'll say money.
More.
Millionaire.
Trillionaire. More.
Exactly. Yes, you can.
Oh, whoa, okay, that's a lot. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's say yes, you can. Oh my gosh, my girls will be like laughing at me right now.
Don't worry, let them laugh. They will have their 42 years old opportunity in their future.
Yes, you can. Oh yeah,
yes, you can.
That's what I'll say. Oh yeah, I can.
I'll say 40s.
Fantastic. 40s.
Oh yes. Oh man. Woman. I am enjoying my 40s as I never enjoy anything on my life. Even though I have been struggling with mental health and things, I found in 40s, like when I did 29, I cried so much. And then I cried so much, I felt that my life was ending. And then when you cross the 30s and you cross the 40s, and I'm 41, I'll be 42 in December, and I am going to rock these years like never. And I'm going to be an old, beautiful lady with 80, cool and full of swag. And you?
Yeah.
How do you see yourself in 40 years up front, when you are 80?
When I'm 80, you know what? I know that I am going to be so satisfied, and I'll still be traveling the world as much as I can.
We should go together in 40 years.
Yes, or maybe before that.
Okay, even before that, but like just...
Oh, wait till you're 80, man. I'll be like...
40 years away. No, leave it. Okay. What is your favorite quote? Like, what is your favorite quote of someone or yours?
Well, I forgot who said this. Anybody can say the name, and someone said that stay true to thy own self without losing yourself wherever. Well, I'm adding the one I'm saying that without losing yourself. Because based on my experience is, the more you grow, making sure you don't, the more you grow, the more you learn, but don't ever lose yourself when you're learning about other people, about the other beliefs and stuff like that. So more like stay true to thy own self. I don't know who wrote that, but that's the first thing, that's my first quote that I have been living in my life. Yeah. I don't know if you know who wrote that. Maybe it's in the Bible or whatever.
I don't know. I like few of them. One is from Henry Ford. Whatever you believe you can or you cannot, you are always right.
Yeah.
And
how about
tell me.
How about you have your own?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Mine is, don't matter what you have, but what you do with what you have. And this works for anything in the world, from sex to culinary. You name it, is there. No matter what you have, and now we are just going with our dirty minds there. No matter what you have, but what you do with what you have, right?
Yeah.
It's such important. Don't matter the money that you have, don't matter the position, no matter, but what you do with what you know, what you do with your thoughts, what you do with your energy, what you do with your passion, what you do. It's not just how much, is what you do, because you can have people have loads of money and they are unhappy, right? And money, I'm going to say something against me. I'm starting a 21 days challenge tomorrow. Cash money magnets, where I layer all the things that changed my financial life.
Yeah.
$7, and it's like super cool. And it's 21 days with tapping, with meditation, with stuff, then like changed my life. Nice. And I found out then money is amazing. I love money. Money is amazing. Money really takes the pressure out of you. Yeah. Point. So, but with that being said, you don't need money to make money. You need to change your beliefs.
Thinking, yeah.
To change here. Everything. And another thing then is not mine, but you are responsible for your reality. Whatever is going on in your life is your responsibility. Obvious, you can lose, like I lost my mom, you lost your kids. Yeah. I don't have a great relation with my oldest son. I it's all losses.
Yeah.
But it don't matter that, it matters what you do with that. It don't matter if you are abused. It don't matter. It's nothing. You don't need to allow to heal yourself.
Yeah.
But it's what you do with that. It's like, no way, I'm not going to hate these people, because these people, the way then I'm going to go against them is to forget they exist. It's to not give them power. It's to not give them power for the rest of my life. Then maybe I'm in a very comfortable situation where I can say this in this way, but it's true. In the moments then you make other people guilt for your destiny, is the moment then you lose the will of your destiny. So put your ass together.
Yeah.
And just find what you want. Find, because going with no direction, it's not good as well.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, live, I think we need more podcasts about what you're talking about, because that's so important for other people to actually start, like, I bet you they're also questioning themselves, like, she's right, what she just said, and I want to learn more.
Yeah, I think we should do a podcast just talking about that. We should hang out and do a podcast about.
Yeah, and that's great, and I think it should continue, to do more about this thing, because there's a lot of people looking, but they're looking at it in wrong places, right?
Yeah. And another thing that I found fundamental is setting intentions for everything you do in your life. Set an intention for your day, set an intention for your meal, set an intention for your friends, set an intention before you go out with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. set an intention before you go out and drink and take drugs, but do it whatever you want, but set an intention. So the guilty feeling don't come back to you. Don't hunt, like you are on the control of this.
Yeah.
Whatever you are experiencing now around you, and it's tough because sometimes we screw up hard.
Oh yes, yes.
And when we know it's our fault, you feel, oh, what are you doing? Why are you sabotaging yourself? You're talking about that. Why are you destroying your life? Because maybe you have an addiction to suffering. So release that now.
Powerful. I like what you said, like addiction to suffering.
And that's what I said. Addiction to suffering.
Like that's a great question to question themselves. Do they even question that? Like, am I addicted to suffering? Because some people attract suffering, and then they don't realize that they actually do attract suffering in their life, and also sometimes the ego gets in the way.
The ego, that big monster. I always say that I will never have a friend who talk with me as I talked with myself sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough. One question to you: how can people find you?
They can find me on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. I'm mainly on also LinkedIn. And so Facebook is at Grace Through Journey. That's my Facebook page. It all goes the same to other platform I have, Grace Through Journey. And my website is www.gracethroughjourney.com. Yeah.
Beautiful. You are going to share that links with me, and I will put on the description.
Yes.
Oh my God. Tell me something you want to tell, you wish you told, like if you could go back in time 10 years, what did you tell to yourself?
My younger self, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this one is my favorite. Thank you for asking that. Everything's gonna be okay.
Girl, you are going to rock the party.
Yeah, everything's gonna be okay.
You have no idea how you are going to do it, Queen, but you are going to manage.
You know what? When I was 5 years old, I heard a whisper from my guardian angel. I didn't know if it was my guardian angel. I was only 5. I didn't know anything about all this stuff. So anyway, the whisper was just this one sentence and said, "Watch the pattern of this world." I'm like, what the heck is that? Patterns. And that's when my journey came about. I got addicted to learn the patterns of this world, meaning just, getting to know your own blueprint, who you are, your I am, the patterns of who you are. It is different for everybody. Then that's why I help people like get to know them while I'm helping them. I get to know their blueprint. I get to know you. And it's like, hey, yours is so unique, but it's the same formula, but everybody has different how they're gonna put their I am essence in them. So that's what's beautiful about coaching people, is like you get to know people and their beauty inside them and who they truly are, that I am, right? Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to bring our gifts to someone, to be paid. It's fundamental.
Oh yeah, it's part of the, it's part of
but to see the transformation.
Yes. Yeah, and it's also a value. Like, if money is just a tool and a value, how much
it's an energy. Money is a tool. It's
an energy.
Money have no fault, guys. Money is beautiful. Money is nice. Money is sexy. Money is all that thing.
I love money too.
Money.
Me and money have a relationship.
Like what money should say to you. I have one of the
things. Show me.
Oh, look, I have a lot of gold billets of $100. It's nice and sexy. Thank you so much. It was so fun. You see, I found that you were a little bit nervous on the beginning before we start.
I told you. We're gonna talk about.
I told you.
This is fun, actually, because when I do my podcast, I normally send people my question because they feel too nervous about it. So I thought but this is great. This is like it brings really a a fuel, more like a fuel in my heart. Like, woo!
Yes. Oh,
Waiting. Yeah. Yeah.
thank
It's
you
really
so
good.
much, Grace, for your time with me, for your time with us,
Mhm.
for your laughing and your smiles. And I hope we brought you some joy and some love.
Yes, you
And
did.
I'm going to finish this podcast inviting you for something that I give to my people, and I'm offering in special. Then is a game plan. So it's one
Yep.
session of a game plan. So I'm going to invite you, and you guys, if you are listening to this and if you want to maybe work with me and want to see if we have a click, maybe book the game plan as well. I put the link on the description together with all the links for Grace. Check out her work. Check her out, follow her, send some love, say that you listen to this podcast, because we are women changing the world, changing your guys' lives, and doing with love and sexiness and happiness and chill.
Woo!
And we are money magnets, we are happiness magnets, and we are enjoying our ride. Do you
Yes.
want to say bye to everyone?
Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for your time and your love, support, and please support Rita and be on her program too.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to say bye to everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.